Hey guys, real quick message before I start off this video. I know my upload schedule has been kind of crappy. Part of that is because I've wanted to edit the videos with lots of jump cuts during the gameplay to remove thinking time, and that essentially adds the entire time it takes to record the video again, because I have to watch the entire thing plus a little bit of time to edit it. And to be honest, as much as I think that kind of content is better, I simply don't have the time to do it. So in the interests of being able to upload at all, I'm going to start uploading much rawer cuts of my gameplay. Basically just cutting out any waiting time between games rather than cutting out thinking time within a game. I know it's not as good to watch. Pro tip, I do this with Magic the Gathering videos all the time. Just use the arrow keys to skip through when I'm sitting there like, what do I want to do? Maybe in the future, or if I have like a holiday, I'll go back to editing the other style. But yeah, I hope that doesn't detract from your enjoyment of the series too much. And without further ado, let's have a look at some games I played like 2 weeks ago with Selemene Storm. Thanks. Hey guys, Action Jackson here. Today I'm going to be bringing you a pretty interesting deck. This is Selemene Storm, and this is a pretty traditional version of the list. I have a couple of other versions I've been playing around with that are a little more, well, just a little different than the traditional version. But now that the open beta has ended and the game is in full release, I kind of wanted to revisit the original deck list, or something pretty close to the original deck list, to see how it stood up to the test of time from early in the beta until now. So let's have a look at the list, and then we'll hop into our games. Okay, so Selemene Storm, for those of you who don't know, maybe you weren't following along during the beta, is a combo deck that Joel Larson and someone else, I forget who, maybe a couple of people helped him build it, came up with. It's basically something that revolves around Incarnation of Selemene, which is why the name Selemene Storm is the name of the deck. And the idea is that with Kana, you're able to use a bunch of ramp spells, gust the turn you want to combo off, refresh to your ramped amount with Agnum's Sanctum, drop an Incarnation, and then just kind of play infinite spells, hopefully with Ogre Magi, things like Diabolic Revelation to weaken your units so that your Prey on the Weak is really good, and then you can also buff up those units with Emissary of the Quorum. In terms of the item list, this is a little different than the item list that was originally in the list that I saw way back when. That list had like phase boots and stuff. It was a different time. My thinking is that Traveler's Cloaks and Blink Daggers are kind of critical, but everything else is just, you know, what do you need in certain matchups? I think Vesture is pretty good for a lot of the hero killer matchups, or if you're playing up against, you know, other blue-green decks that have cheating death, you need to be able to bring your heroes back pretty quickly after a bad one-sided annihilation. Obliterating Orb can help you kill those cheating deaths, and also can be useful if, for example, later into the game you want to Prey on the Weak but you don't have the full combo, so your Hounds will die to an Ignite or Conflagration. And then Hourglass is mostly in here for the mirror matchup. It's also pretty good against certain control lists, though, so yeah, pretty simple stuff. This deck is a lot of fun when it works. When it doesn't work, you definitely feel the burn a little bit, but let's hop into some games and see if we can make it work. Okay, game number one. What are we against? We're against red-green, probably a ramp list. This is very mid-rangey looking. Thankfully it doesn't have Drow, so it's lacking a silence against our combo. That is definitely good news. Basically, the only thing we actually need to play around when we're comboing off is Duel, which is quite nice for us. We do have a couple of combo pieces in our hand, so hopefully we can get some early foresights off. Maybe, don't know if I'm going to want to wait for this Ogre to try and duplicate it or not. Very little to do often on the early turns with this deck, so we're not going to be doing anything so far. It's pretty good news that our Venomancer is likely safe in this right lane too. The Venomancer versus something like Zeus or Luna is definitely an interesting decision point with this list, and I've certainly seen and played variants that take this slot and do different things with it. Venomancer seems better than I originally gave it credit for, though, and I kind of just wanted to give it a shot. Let's see if we can find an opportunity to go off sometime soon here. Probably our best bet is to try and go off in the right lane, because if we play this draw mid, you know, maybe it gets dueled. That's not great. Obviously left lane not great because 2 green there. Yeah, I think right lane feels okay. If we get the nut draw, it would be really nice too, where we go Selemene's Favor, Aghanim Sanctum, and then we have, you know, 6 mana, go up to 9 with this Foresight, Refresh, Incarnation. You can really go off very, very early with this deck with the perfect selection of cards in your hand. But it looks like we're not going to find that stuff. Alright, well, bye-bye, Treant. Too bad we didn't get a chance to draw Selemene's Favor, but it happens. Okay, so what we want to do here is an interesting question. If we had access to a Prey on the Week, I'd probably Ignite left, because it gives us 4, 5 Hounds. But I kind of just want to draw some cards. If you can save Foresights for Ogre, it's good, but I don't know if we can really afford to. We might consider Sow Venom in this lane, depending on what we draw. Oh, there's a Prey on the Week. Roseleaf Druid is pretty good. You can do a lot of the same shenanigans that you can do with Stars Align with Roseleaf Druid. It's quite nice. If we were to Roseleaf here, go to 1, do that, doesn't do anything, so not really any opportunities for craziness. So if we assume that these swap, Sow Venom becomes a lot weaker. Also because of their mists, we're going to lose both. So I kind of just want to use Roseleaf Druid. Probably here, so that if they swap, this ward doesn't die. Yeah. Seems like the most reasonable option here. Not too surprised he passed. I think he definitely wanted to kill the Plague Ward there. Because Treant's gone, this Ogre doesn't really have a home right now. Obviously, it's often wrong to play 2 blue in mid here, but it might be okay. Could also be okay to play it right, knowing that Venomancer is going to die. Just giving us the option of comboing the turn after with an Ogre. Also, we can Ignite from mid to here, and then we'll have Prey on the Week hopefully duplicated. Could be good. Realistically, though, we might just be like Stars Aligning plus Emissary in the right lane. What happens if we play it here? Response here is good. Here is very bad. Mid lane is not great response in front of LC. I kind of like just playing it right lane. It might punish us if he draws like ramp plus time in left lane, but I'm okay with it. Annihilation is a good draw for a little bit later. Thankfully, he's moving pretty slow in this lane. It's good for us. Definitely liking the Ignite in the right lane. Gives us a lot of Prey on the Weeks if we want to go that route. Okay, well, kind of want this Venomancer to die now, so I almost don't want to go Emissary. Plus, 1 turn from now, we can just, you know, Stars Align into Incarnation in the right lane if this doesn't die, which it is going to die. Okay, that's annoying. So actually, we can't Ignite here, though, because then we possibly don't lose Veno. We kind of need to lose Veno. So this is an interesting turn. How many do we get right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. Let's hold the Ignite. Maybe we're going to go for Emissary this turn. Depend a little on what he does. Killing this creep's good. Yeah, I kind of like the emissary this turn. We need our heroes to start getting a bit beefier. And this will still die, but it will come back stronger, which is nice, you know. Nothing crazy, but helpful. We didn't hit this, so if we were to Prey on the Weak... The cool thing about Prey on the Weak, which is interesting here, is that if it duplicates, we can Stars Align and play another one. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3, right? So 18. And then we could play another 18. If we Stars Align an Emissary, this doesn't die, which is nice. This doesn't die. If we draw another Ramp Source, we can get to our Incarnation next turn. This is tough. I don't know what to do. I think... fuck it, Emissary. This is close. I definitely need to play this deck some more to really know the right answer here. These will trade too. That's a nice thing about the Emissary play. This already has 2 mists on it. Letting it grow any bigger and then start regenning if a creep spawns here isn't great too. Okay, well that doesn't change anything for me, other than playing here in case I curve. Which I did not. This is a pretty good turn. I feel pretty good about this. I need to draw some items soon. We're gonna get 3 gold this turn, go up to 7. Blink Dagger would be really nice. Treant is probably near mid this turn. Maybe we can combo off there. Could be a thing. Blink Dagger's pretty nice here. Taking health for these could have been better, but because we have the Emissary, I don't really feel like it's super necessary. We're gonna have a really nice Prey on the Weak Emissary this turn too, so that definitely says something about the way we chose to play last turn. The ideal scenario is that we draw something like Sanctum and Selemene's Favor this turn. We Sanctum in mid, refresh, favor the right land, and then, you know, Incarnation and hopefully go off. Missed on both counts though. See if they're playing Ogre Conscript here. That would be lethal on the tower, but I'm honestly okay with that. We're very healthy in our other 2 lanes. We got Annihilation to back up after Venom comes up. As it stands, them not killing that's pretty good for us. I kind of sense a duel coming here, which we don't particularly care about. Honestly, dueling on one of these 2 would be more annoying, especially Ogre. Hopefully, if he does duel, he duels Drow, because then we can go Ignite this lane, upkeep kill on LC, and then follow up with Prey on the Weak. So he's passing. You know he doesn't have Silence, doesn't have Stun yet, could have Duel, doesn't have Berserker's Call. What is our best line here? We don't want to show Ignite yet, so like Roseleaf Ignite isn't really that great. So Venom might just be our best line, unless we want to take initiative and draw. I kind of like take initiative and draw. And let's go ahead and... well, we don't need that damage. Honestly, I'm doing this more because of the card side of this. It does let us Ignite first, so if he does go for the Ogre on a duel, it's okay for us. Unless, would we rather... yeah, possibly we'd rather Prey on the Weak first. Prey on the Weak first also stops, if he does duel here, one of our hounds being wasted. We could Emissary first to avoid the duel, but that can't be right. Right? Nah. This is a lot of damage. Let's hope that we just get to emissary everything and lethal him in this lane this turn. Killing Drow for him is pretty good if he does in fact have duel. Little does he know it's slightly better for us than killing Ogre because of this Ignite upkeep kill. Okay. That doesn't do too much, I'm afraid. We could equip Blink here just to take him off green next turn. Doesn't really do that much. Oh, well, never mind. I think we're going to be blinking Ogre mid lane here. That's kind of where I'm at right now. One of these two for sure should be going mid lane. He doesn't have any deploys. We're already dealing lethal to the tower. Let's see. We're going to be on 6, 7. Stars Align would be Incarnation. Probably just lethal him there. Yeah, I mean, I guess we take Ogre, right? Because we're not losing Drow. Might as well take him off of 5 gold. That way he doesn't get a Blink Dagger. It really is a pretty small difference otherwise, so I think the gold matters here. Maybe we get to duplicate a So Venom or something. Could be cool. It's too hot for this hoodie. I think he's kind of a newer player. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, that kind of changes my thinking. Now I kind of want to kill this, hope we draw Blink, and blink something from mid to right. Slightly more consistent, or even just play Veno right lane. And then maybe deal 80. Can we deal 80? I'm trying to think what's left in our deck. Oh, he gave up. Okay, well, there was some thinking to do with that, because maybe we could have done 80 next turn. We had a pretty high density of draw effects in our deck, and a pretty high density of dead cards too, like in Selemene's Favor and Aghanim Sanctum. So it might have been a bit risky to go for 80, but I was kind of leaning that way for fun. Anyway, let's go to the next match. Oh, that's quick. Okay. Haven't seen a lot of red-blue on the ladder. I think it's a very strong archetype. Not great against Selemene Storm, but can work out, especially if you have at any cost in your list. These aren't great spawns for us, especially with Veno dying to Bristleback. Now, because we're deploying green second, it doesn't really make sense to Stars Align Roseleaf. If we were just deploying Ogre second, it might actually make sense with Prayer in the Weakened Hand, because then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Hounds next turn. But as it stands, playing slow makes sense. If he duels us, that's too bad. I mean, by rights, his list is a tempo list, so we would expect some level of disaster in the early game. We can probably survive regardless, unless anything goes really bad. I like Drow. I think we just take the risk on Drow left, honestly. If we get to do some kind of Stars Align shenanigans, it's pretty good. duel is just as bad middle lane as it is left, pretty much. Not quite, because maybe we kill Elsie after both things hit it, but I feel okay about this. Nice. Pretty much the best spawn, too, because now, even next turn, there's no curve that can kill Drow. If he has to expend a duel this early, it's honestly kind of okay for us, too. I like So Venom, I think, a little better than Roseleaf Druid here. We're not really trying to ramp to anything on 6, or 7, rather. It's more 8 we care about. So we might Roseleaf next turn, but this turn So Venom is just higher pressure. I feel like duel would be pretty good from him if he has it. Pretty much mine as well. Would we ever Roseleaf mid? Maybe. Okay. I'm honestly fine with that. It's actually kind of better that he duels here than dueling mid for us, because, like, we just don't want to take damage right now. If we play Roseleaf Druid mid over here, somewhere safe, next turn maybe we can Annihilation. Might be a little bit premature, though. We're probably more likely to Prey on the Weak in this lane. Either way, it's probably correct to play the Druid. I don't see us deploying anything here for a little bit. And I think it's pretty unlikely that he'll deploy more there. I feel like Zeus is definitely going left. This is an interesting question, because, like, are the duplications or the Plague Wards more important? If we think there's a possibility we might annihilate mid lane, we want whichever one of those two things we don't care about mid. And I'm honestly not sure which one matters to me here. Or, like, which play is better. Probably it's better to Prey on the Weak. And so, even though we're going to lose Ogre, maybe we duplicate Prey on the Weak, and in that case it's better to put Ogre mid. Hopefully we fade this axe on Venomancer. We did not. Well, that's sad, and we got a bad arrow mid. Although we can reset that with Prey on the Weak. Ignite. Is Ignite good? Ignite mid gives us one more wolf. Igniting left probably doesn't change any of our math for the next couple of turns, so I'll take another wolf. Kind of tempted to draw. Nah, we'll save it. We've got Gust. We've got Stars Align. We can hope to combo this turn. Or not this turn, this game. I don't want to burn spells that help us go big. What could he be doing on 5? Conflagration? Satyr Magician. Okay. No, he's still a couple of turns away from Thunder Gods. Okay. This is a big board. Playing, like, Treant here next turn to try and give some armor to things, keep them a bit healthier, could be nice. I think Treant's better left lane, actually. And I kind of want the TP scroll here for tempo. Like, we might realistically take Urger out of the lane. So we don't actually... That's annoying. We can't keep our heroes alive in either case. What if we play like this and then TP out Drow? No. We'd rather do this and then, like, maybe we're going to TP out Treant after we combo a little bit. Then we get Venom back next turn. I still don't feel like we need to annihilate left lane. We're not quite there yet. So Berserker's Call is not great for us. That Sanctum is good news. Prey in the Weak is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of wolves. I'm pretty sure we're just meant to Prey on the Weak here. We can't risk developing anything first unless we gust Stars Align Sanctum. But what's the benefit of that? We're missing the payoff, really. So I think we don't. We just Prey on the Weak. If he has Thunderstorms, rip me. That would be brutal. I don't think we should play around it, though. Not a lot of people run that card. Please don't have Thunderstorm. Okay, I don't... Oh. How did that decision take so long? Oh, God, that sucks. Oh, that's bad. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Oh, that's so not good. Holy fuck. Okay. Oh, man. Losing Drow here is rough, too. We lose like 7 damage mid lane as well. Is he gonna eclipse us? Shoot. Okay. I think we're TPing out Drow. I'm not willing to risk that she's away for 2 turns. I think we need to close the game out sooner than that will allow for us. And maybe he doesn't actually clear here. Looks like he's going to. It's a lot of damage. I'm taking 12 over there. Well, we get to do an Annihilation probably sometime soon, so... I think we just gust here. I want to make sure we kill this Luna without spending a lot on it. I think he has an Eclipse. Maybe not. He spent all those ogres. Kind of got to assume he has an Eclipse, though. Alright, we're just going to gust. I'm tempted to Stars Align Sanctum here, just to develop it. Definitely want to wipe left lane. We have initiative. I don't want to lose initiative. He hasn't played anything in the right lane for a while. I don't see any reason for that to change anytime soon. Like, what's he going to do here? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we get to Annihilate. That's obviously good. Especially with a creep spawning there. I think we probably played Drow mid. Just in case we can Emissary. Yeah. That makes sense. Things are getting kinda scary. I would have preferred not having the spawn, but could work out if he has to distribute Luna between left in mid next turn. There's worlds where that's okay for us. Man, I'd like to see like an emissary or an incarnation sometime soon. It's not good for us that we're not seeing any of our payoffs. He might duel here just to prevent tower damage. Probably not. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, this could be worse. The problem that we're going to have here is, like, what if he has Annihilation? Then we can't... We need Blink Daggers, basically. There we go. Okay. And I think more health is good. Health is good against Eclipse. We probably want Kana to be out of the possible Annihilation lane. Man, both of these having -2 armor is brutal. That is super annoying. We've used, I think, 2 gusts. 1 gust, 1 gust. Don't have anything that can actually stop him from eclipsing. Maybe we have to do this, actually. Just because I think Eclipse won't clear this way. I mean, in a perfect world, we draw Gust and some combo stuff here. Here's hoping. Ooh, okay. Do we need to save Gust for next turn? Is it better if that happens? If we Gust, Sanctum... If we Gust, Stars Align, Sanctum, Foresight, have Diabolic Rev, even though it'll wipe this middle board, could bring us back in the game. Ah, this is brutal. Okay. Let's go for it. I guess we'll just commit 1 Stars Align to begin with. We don't actually need more, do we? If we do another Stars Align, we get to Foresight before we Sanctum. It's probably worth it. Man, if we played Ogre here, this would have been so much better, but we couldn't really... I don't think we could rely on drawing Gust and having this opportunity, so... Here's hoping we draw some good stuff with this Foresight. Incarnation of Selemene plus Foresight would be a really strong combo. Okay. Okay. This is a start. I'm probably going to kill all of my own creeps with Diabolic Rev. Because just having the option of like drawing a lot here and actually building a contentious board is pretty worth. I guess we play Incarnation first, and because if we're already committed to this line, we wouldn't play it first if we weren't committed, because maybe we'd draw something different, but as soon as we are committed, we're going to Diabolic Rev and then get an additional prayer on the weak thing. This could go horribly wrong. We might not draw out here, but I think we've like missed enough pieces of our combo that I feel pretty good about our odds. Okay. Redo. Depending on what we draw off of Arcane Assault here, we might try and also combo mid. I think we're meant to use the Assault, though. Dude, this is rough stuff. I don't know if we pray on the weak. I just don't know. I don't think we do. Wow. We've missed a lot. We only get 3. I need an emissary. Really need an emissary. So we sow Venom here. Sow Venom again. That's pretty nice. Depending on where the Zeus spawns, if Zeus went mid, for example, we might just kill him. It's pretty good. Don't think we want to blink anything. There's no need to go right to Annihilation, I think. Yeah. Okay. This turn did not go as intended. Him giving us initiative here is kind of a huge deal. It's like we might actually play both of these right lane. Normally I would not buy that, but I think given the Eclipse charges are starting to get kind of hefty, I like it. We play both here. Prey on the Weak's already like okay. Is that right though? He plays everything mid in times of triumphs after he like annihilates here. That's bad for us. Let's think about where he's sending his things. At least one red hero is going here. I don't think Zeus goes here. Like, what if you just get screwed? I'm trying to figure out if we have to like annihilation left lane. I think we might have to do this actually. Because what if he has Thunder God's Wrath? And then we'll know how much he commits here, and yeah, so annihilation. Annihilation it is. I'm very surprised he went for this deployment. I think it should be fairly evident that this was wrong. We might try and blink our Venomancer left lane. Get a guaranteed thingy spawn there. It's pretty good for us if we get it. 2 Selemene's favors drawn here. It's about as bad as it gets. Honestly. Okay. I don't want to get dueled, so let's do that. I really think we're meant to blink left here. Like, we just have to pressure this tower, and we're on 38. It's like a 4-turn clock with his current attack. Is there a world where we town portal instead? No, because we want the creep spawn. Do we want to just deal 7 here? This is rough. I don't think we want to do 7 here. We're pretty much guaranteed to be annihilating this board eventually, but just chipping in damage is kind of relevant, honestly. Ooh. Well, I would say that's good for us. Depends on what he has. Because, like, Duel doesn't even kill Venomancer. Time of Triumph is very unlikely to hit Tower. I'm kind of cool with getting rid of that Sanctum. Definitely want cards right now. We've, ooh, great spawns. It's actually really good for us. Worst thing for him to have here is probably, like, Spring the Trap mid. Yeah, these spawns are fantastic. Incarnation is not bad either. Man, I wish we could Hourglass, but it means we die, so I can't actually. We have initiative, and he just passed. I, like, want to play things, but I'm pretty sure... Wait, which is the one which means when you pass, you go to combat? I think it's this one, right? Oh, I thought he passed us. Okay. Well, this is fine. We're going to be annihilating this lane, probably. Oh. Okay. Who cares, right? Yeah. You do you. So many things. Really want to play this Hourglass. Should have thought of that when we bought it, actually. It might have been better to save gold for Vesture and hope we get it than actually buying out our shop there. Purely because we didn't want to lose initiative this turn. God, this game is, like, really derpy. He's investing so much in this lane, I feel like he should know that there's reasonable odds that we have something here. If he goes for a duel on this creep, he won't. He used New Orders. Yeah, he tipped his hand with New Orders so early. Because if he'd, like, dueled here first, we might have been tempted to potentially even Annihilation. Probably not. Just because we wanted to stop him from pushing 10 to the tower. So this is an interesting turn. We're almost certainly forced to annihilate left no matter what, so if he's smart, I don't think he plays there. I think we're going to do something like this. He's not going to kill us mid this turn, probably, and we can do a pretty nice combo over here in the left lane, or right lane rather. Hopefully we get another one of those fat annihilations. That'd be nice. If he plays them all mid, I don't think we die. We maybe can hold Annihilation, and then we get to Annihilation. Oh my god. It is not your time to triumph, fam. Oh, shit. Dude. That's so bad. Oh, just... give up. So bad. Oh my god. Okay, well. That might be game. We get to like double Selemenes. That doesn't even matter. We're just like by default 11 mana now. This is pretty gnarly. Just in case he has another pot, we'll do that. I'm just getting these out of my hand so I can see my hand more clearly. That's actually what's going on here. We might get hit somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't really matter at this point. Okay. Hopefully Diabolic Revelations hits an Emissary. I'm pretty certain that is our best case scenario here. We actually want to play this incarnation anywhere but here, because we don't want to give something armor and then not damage it, so our Prey in the Weak's weaker. If we don't draw what we need this turn, it could be reasonable to go for 80 next turn, because he doesn't have any heroes. But I think we're better playing in this lane. Let's see what draw. I think we got him, boys. Let's, these do less damage, so let's pop those here and then Prey on the Weak on the outside. We could have done this before we Diabolic Revved, so in case any of you missed that misplay, we did misplay. Pretty badly. No duplications, huh? I see how it is, Ogre. Wow, we did not. We should not have won this game. Probably. I'm pretty sure we shouldn't have won this game. Alright. Yeah, if he deployed differently, like... I don't know. It's hard to say for sure because we were so healthy middle lane. But I don't feel like we had very good odds of winning that if he distributed his heroes a little better. Or if he kept initiative. Like, there was that one turn he equipped... What did he do? He, like, equipped a Blink Dagger on Bristle. I feel like that was wrong, but I can't remember for sure. So anyway, let's head to the next match and see if we can get another flawless Gauntlet with this deck. Okay. Game 3, mono red, basic hero. Feeling good. Trying to think if there's anything we're worried about with what we saw. Did he even have Legion? No Legion. So he has basically no interaction. So we never really have to worry about having Gust to combo off. Burning Oil is bad for us, though. Burning Oil means lane 3 is just not a combo lane. Which is kind of brutal. That's actually pretty annoying. Okay, well, shit. Hopefully we draw our Obliterating Orb or have the ability to combo in a different lane. Kind of excited for Kana dying. Hopefully he plays like Poise to Strike here or something, so it's only like 2 turns. Yeah, there's no world where we play this right lane. God, that Burning Oil is brutal. Also, that arrow kind of sucks. I'd be interested in a Venom. I might sack a Roseleaf Druid. Also. Hopefully he doesn't have Smash. We've got a pretty... I mean, these are cards you don't want late. You definitely want early, so... Our hand is good. Except for we're lacking draw. Okay. Well... That's actually kind of better for us, because this way we get to save Drow, which is and have the Roseleaf survive. And then we can Selemene this lane next turn, play Roseleaf, refresh Emissary. Okay. Starting to see a game plan evolving here. Crippling Blow. That is a card. Do we even need to do that? We're on 7. No, we don't need to do that. We can Roseleaf mid or something. Where do we want to Aghanims is another good question. Hey, that's good. Okay. Let's Aghanims mid then. We're extremely happy to lose Kana here, because this is just not... We're not going to get through that. Unless we developed, like, Selemene's favor here, and then tried to, like, build too big for him. It's also not terrible that this is at 3 attack, because it means it'll take 2 turns to kill a creep, and if there's a creep spawning in front of Treant, it isn't something else, but that sucks. We might have to sack a Roseleaf Druid there. So enough magic would be lame, if he has enough magic. Arcane Assault early is not that great. I think we just want Emissary straight up. If we play Emissary and then he plays enough magic, it's lame, but at the same time, what does his deck do? Like, not a lot. So I don't really care if he enough magics us. I think we're going for 80 this game. We might, because of him deploying 2 red heroes mid, want to try and have... Oh, this, we could double Rose Leaf. And then Portal here. What timer are we on? What are the odds he has Red Mist Pillagers, right? Huh. I think we're going to play 1 Rose Leaf in this lane. And that'll keep us at 9, even if this one dies. Pushing more damage is never really a bad thing either. And hopefully we draw something useful here. Let's see what happens. Duplicating it would be nice too. Ooh, Prey on the Week. Oh, this is all great. Okay. I think we're going for 80. I'm feeling pretty good about that line. The question is, how do we best go for 80? And whether or not we like TP out here. I think we don't. I think we just block. Because this way, if he has Red Mist Pillagers... I mean, if he has Red Mist Pillagers, he's probably going to play him this turn, huh? So maybe we just actually want to let Treant die. That way, if he Red Mists, we can react with Rose Leaf. Red Mist is the only thing we're really that scared of. Like, I don't care about him doing much of anything else in this middle lane. And if he plays something totally different... Okay, so like Poise to Strike here. Now I think we do this and play another blue hero mid. And then 1 blue hero right lane. Yeah. Okay. If he's not going to Red Mist, I think we try and hold on to the middle lane at least a little bit. We don't need to, like, fully hold on. With a Prey on the Week in mid, we can basically fade a whole turn, which is pretty good. And it's not like... We could have played more for holding right lane after we saw no Red Mist by TPing out Treant. But there is a possibility we kill mid, and there's actually quite a low possibility that we kill right. So this does seem better to me. Ever so slightly. I think we want the healthier one left. It's too bad we're missing Ogre, so we can't duplicate Prey. It's definitely not ideal, but we're still going for the Prey this turn, regardless. It's too much damage to not do it. Ooh. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. I'm feeling the 80. This feels like an 80 game. We can buff everything up, then we'll Diabolic Rev. Hopefully we draw something useful. We have Arcane Assault, even refresh Arcane Assault if we want to. And then I'm thinking we Annihilation mid lane. And then just play Ogre down there next turn. Yeah. So we buff first. I like Annihilation mid lane this next turn because probably killing him next turn. So we might as well stop him from like having a blink. I haven't been tracking his gold at all because I'm bad. Let's see what we draw. Oh my god, Incarnation? Okay. That's a pretty nice one. Do we Foresight or Arcane Assault for Foresight first, obviously. We might actually TP out this this Drow, because we're going to overkill him anyway, I think. Oh my god. Another Prey on the Weekend of Foresight. This is getting pretty ridiculous. He is very screwed. Is the correct way of putting it. He's not even going to have a good roar next turn, probably. Knight doesn't really do anything. Let's draw once before we go crazy here. I guess we'll ignite right lane because it is still at 40. Over enough turns it might matter if it needs to matter, which it might not. Good thing he doesn't have another burning oil. Or if he does, we'll get to Emissary before it comes down. It's pretty sweet. So we are way overkill. We are safe to TP out Drow and make sure that we have access to her next turn, which will matter if we're trying to push the 80. We're overkilling, so it doesn't do anything here. Arcane Assault, so we can Annihilation mid. Yep. I don't know what he's going to do here. I don't see much redemption for him. I guess a good roar with bad spawns from us could be annoying, but probably just makes us a 2-turn timer instead of a 1-turn timer. If we get a kill on this creep, we have 19 in case Vestor pops, which is nice too. Okay. With him playing that, I feel like he doesn't have roar, or he's bad. Both are valid possibilities. Oh wait, we don't kill it because we TV'd out Drow. I'm bad. That's fine. Hopefully these don't spawn next to the Beastmaster. That way we have the highest chance of finding ourselves with a 1-turn lethal here. Alright, both blue heroes will go if that happens. It's kind of annoying. I mean, Emissary is like our best draw. Definitely not ramp spells. Gosh darn it. Okay, well let's just sow Venom before we use our Emissary. We'll lose 5 but gain 1 billion, so he's dead with a roar. Roar doesn't save him. I don't think anything saves him. Oh no! A cursed satyr. Yeah, that feels good. I have to admit, this is like one of the most fun decks to play, I think. Because it's very proactive at the same time as being like super degenerate. Unlike the previous deck that I played, which is super degenerate but very reactive, which is kind of, it's not boring, but like, I don't know, it's a little different in terms of how I enjoy it. Alright, good game. Okay, 3-0 so far. We've got our event ticket. We're on the path of infinity. Let's see if we can lock in another 2 games without dropping one. Okay, game 4. Finally, what looks like a pretty real deck. Black-red. This is definitely the economy variant, or probably the economy variant, given it's got a bounty hunter. This can certainly be a hard matchup, especially with spawns like this. Jeepers. This ain't ideal, I'll tell you that much. Where is our Knight going? Probably right lane. We do have Stars Align, Sanctum, and Prey. So if we luck out and both of his creeps spawn right lane next turn, then we do get to go very wide. And we might be in a good spot. If he has a duel here and duels this, that'd be pretty annoying for us, because no blue mana on turn 2 is not good. We have a lot of things we want to do on blue on 2. We got Sanctum, Prey on the Weak, Foresight, Ignite maybe. That sucks. That is not good. Got to think about where stuff's going. That's not good. Missing the Sanctum is the worst bit. Okay, well... I think we go mid. It's like reasonable odds LC goes mid. If we go right, it's the safest. We're going to lose this anyway. So I guess on the following turn, it's as good to have played this left. The only way it's bad is if we draw Unearthed Secrets, or like Selemene's favors this turn. But we kind of need to be fast anyway, right? I like going left here. It's not quote-unquote good, but it could be worse. If there's a duel here, it's really bad. I'm kind of glad we at least got ourselves an Unearthed Secrets there. This could be worse. Probably Kana's going left next turn, just because she doesn't die to the axe. Venomancer is probably pretty throwaway in this matchup. This is one of the things I definitely don't like about the Venomancer. In the black-red matchup, it's the weakest option by far. Although Venom can be good if you stabilize, it's not as good as Eclipse or even Thunder Gods. Okay. Dick move. No green next turn. It's going to be a while before we get to do any combo. That's for sure. It's definitely kind of a rough turn to lose green too, because with another Stars Align or a Selemene's Favor, depending on how we distributed our heroes, like maybe we could Emissary. Anyway, I think we still go for that. I think this goes over here. Actually, this is probably better. I think we're most likely playing for left and right. Mid seems pretty doomed to fail. You know, just because I said this doesn't die to X doesn't mean I want to spawn in front of X. Man. This is rough. Okay, so actually, we're probably annihilating right, because Ven is definitely not surviving. So Aghanim's mid or left is best, and I think left is slightly better. So let's do that. Our hand is so green heavy. He's definitely running a heavy gold deck. There's no other reason why you wouldn't have bought anything on 22. Like, that's when you get Festers and stuff. So probably he has horns primarily in his deck. The other version of this deck that I run actually plays Corrosive Mist, which I wish I had here. Okay. How good or bad would Prey of the Week be? It's basically 2. That's the way you can think about it. Maybe we duplicate. We duplicate. Get green here next turn. Gust combo. Left lane isn't any better. I think we actually have to do this. It's not good, but it's not bad. No duplication is too bad, but... That's a lot of money. Hopefully his big items are horns and not I want to save for Vestra. No. Hopefully these big items are horns and not things that, like, wreck us in other ways. I think we do this. What if he has Berserker's Call? Is this might be better, actually. The one is to annihilate here next turn. Yeah, it's better. And the reason I played Drow to the right is because of Berserker's Call or Duel. I want to have access to that damage. This is interesting. Do we Gust here so we can refresh? What do we do if we refresh? We probably want to Gust here and then build to Emissary. So we're not going to Emissary here. I think we still Gust, though. We need... Like, 6 mana is a huge turn for his deck, and I just want to keep him off of as much as possible. And so what we're actually trying to do here is, like, Stars Align, Roseleaf Druid, then Selemene's into the right lane, so that we have a lot of mana to work with. We'll cloak up this Kana. I mean, he's got some 25 gold items, probably horns. I think he's saving them for other lanes, which is good for us. His Hourglass is really bad. It's extremely good against Storm. It's not good. We don't have any way of removing that Hourglass. And we have a very, like, not good hand. The only way that we are okay with this is specifically if we actually get to Emissary in the right lane. Then it's kind of okay, because we're just gaining value anyway over time without drawing cards. I'm not sure why he's taking so long on his turns, because... Like, maybe he had an Obliterating Orb and he was thinking about using it, but now there's just nothing to do, so... Maybe we play one of these mid just so we have options later. It's probably better. We've already got 8 for... Oh, actually, that's not true. We need to have... Ah, shit. Yeah, we need to have this here so we can Stars Align, Gust, and Emissary. It's reasonably likely that he keeps initiative for this right lane. If he does, we're just fucked. So there's not a lot to it. Like, we really need him to play cards in middle lane. Hopefully he plays like a horn so he can push lethal. Whoa! Does he think he can blink through silence? Or does he have hipfire or something? Wow. I think he just didn't realize. Vestra's bad for us. Oh, God. Vestra on an Hourglass? I don't think we can win, honestly. It's going to come down to this lane. Maybe we can just stall him out left. It's our best hope. So what is this? I guess this is a horn, huh? Okay, well, he gave us initiative. We are officially still in the game. We even get to kill his bounty hunter unless he plays a horn here. So hopefully he plays a horn here. I'd rather it on this than this. Whoa! Dude, this is crazy. He didn't have any 25 gold items. That is absolutely nuts. Okay, we haven't lost. We get to kill the bounty hunter, keep our guys alive. That's a big deal. And critically, this annihilation isn't locked, so we can annihilate mid whilst he is... This is better because of Kana. We get to annihilate mid whilst he hasn't actually taken this tower yet? Or is that even better? Is it better to play this right lane and go for the Ancient? And let Kana die? Maybe, because that makes him, like, have to blink this, maybe? We're so healthy in left and right. Like, he has initiative. I can't see Kana's health. 4. 6. Okay. Probably his best bet is to, like, Berserker's Call here. But even if he does, we can blink, like, Ogre over here or something if we have to. Ah, this is tough. I think playing this right puts him under the most pressure, and in his list, I'm not sure how he can really push the Ancient that quick. Like, it's obviously a race we're going to win, right? If we're really lucky, he just won't have Berserker's Call. That's the best case scenario here for us. Prey is a good card to draw, especially 2 of them. If I want any cards unlocked soon, that may well be them. He might play something before Berserker's Call, and then we get to heal. That'd be very nice. I also don't really want to Annihilate because, like, we need cards. So, okay. That's fine. We may well do something like blink back. Oh, okay. Interesting. That might be bad for him. Unless he can get initiative back. Because we can... Well, I guess we can't escape the Berserker's Call, but still. This emissary's doing work. He should not have played items before. That's for sure. So we start with this, I think. Unless... Yeah, we have to start with it, and then hopefully we can heal after. We want the modify on these. If he Berserker's Calls before we get to heal, tough luck for us, you know? Like, we're still pushing so much damage. Would have been nice to buff up this Roseleaf Druid, but... Ooh. Oh, he's doing that, and then Berserker's Call probably, right? Because then he takes 2 damage. Ugh. Yikers. Let's do this in case he has a duel next turn. And I think we just sit here and do nothing. And then possibly we do something like Emissary next turn to get him out of duel range, and then Annihilation. Might have to. Depends on how much damage he's representing, or if he Time of Triumphs or something like that. Him abandoning this lane is not an insignificant thing either, because we are pushing 8 damage per turn there. We just need to live 1 turn. So maybe we just Annihilation, right? If we think there's a reasonable chance we just Annihilation anyway, we might just Annihilation. I'd love to be able to get the Quorum off first, though. Because if we don't die this turn, this game probably goes like 3 more turns, which means Venomancer comes back. So we do want that Modify buff. Every little helps, right? So many Vestures. Why is this card $2? Oh, God. I'm really glad we didn't play here. That's the one thing I will say for sure. That would have been a huge fucking misplay. Ah, crap. Oh, boy. Come on, play something. You know you wanna. I'm missing Corrosive Mist so much. Okay. Interesting. What clock are we on here? Like 4 turns? No, like 2 turns. Okay. I don't think we want to Annihilate. I think we might have to Annihilate mid now. Even if he duels here, whatever. If he Berserker's Calls and threatens lethal or something, Sure, we'll annihilate because we just have to at that point. Have to use something like Prey on the Weak mid instead. And that ain't it. Do we keep Venno here? Or do we blink somewhere? Yeah, I think here's best. Gives the Emissary another thing to buff. Maybe that matters in some worlds. We haven't seen any coup de grace yet, right? That's something we have to keep in mind this turn. Something like this, I guess. We are not in a good spot, but I think we can win. It's gonna be hard to win, but I think we can win. It's gonna go a lot more turns though if we do. This lock is absolutely brutal. I think we just keep initiative here. None of these actually do tower damage, so no reason to play them. I would have liked to blink here, but just for damage. Okay, he's got coup, I think. So maybe we take this opportunity to put blink on him. Sure. Nah, it's too risky. If we think he has coup and we take back initiative, then all that ends up happening is we get coup mid, and then we have to blink away from one of our main lanes. I don't want to annihilation anyway though. That's the problem, because if I annihilation mid, I just let him redeploy these two Time of Triumph heroes. So actually, we might have to Prey on the Weak to just block here. I mean, maybe we sow Venom instead. Yeah, we sow Venom to block. I would love to be able to annihilate, but we can't. Because these heroes are best for us right where they are. Ah, shoot. Okay. Really didn't want to spend a Prey here. Come on, duplicate. Dang it. Incarnation will be big when it happens. Time of Triumph is an interesting draw for him here, maybe. Does he have another Berserker's Call? Why did he spend that? I don't understand. Okay, so I think we have to Prey on the Weak and then Quorum, and then we're going to have to Annihilation this lane next turn. So we might actually blink out this Drow, even though it means we take 12 to the tower. We're definitely doing this. And then Quoruming. That's for sure. Oh, fuck, we should have played Roseleaf first. Oh, that was bad. If we were missing lethal, we would have done 2 more, so it's not the end of the world, but that was pretty bad. Can we blink Drow? Not really. Yeah, it's just, I think we play it. Yeah, maybe we need to block left lane. Yeah, it doesn't do anything this turn. We get the same value out of playing it and then emissarying next turn, so no difference really. We have to wait 2 turns to clear out these hourglasses, because we have to just kill this before we annihilation. I wonder if there's a world where we try and fight from mid. Probably not. Does he have a coup as his one card? Man, he's got nothing left, which is good for us. How do we win this game? This way, once we eventually clear out these hourglasses, these are here to be buffed by an emissary. And we should be able, I mean, we have 2 foresights, natural draws for like 2 turns. We should be able to draw an emissary. And I think we put Blink on Kana when she comes back. I don't think we want on any of these. We're going to Sow Venom here. If he has Coup, then he could coup here, so we have to blink like this. Ah, shit, we're taking 16 here. So we actually have to save Sow Venom for the right lane. Good thing I didn't misplay. So we have to Sow Venom right lane. If he coups here, we have to have a blink available to come back into this lane to Annihilation, because we're dead in a couple of turns. A ballsy move would be to hope for the 25% that we get Sow Venom back. A ballsy and a bad move. Almost certainly would be incorrect to do that, as much as I wish we could. Might as well develop Ignite. I guess we do it left, so that if we get to play blue here and then pray... Do we have any prays left? We do not. Whatever. Doesn't really change anything. Let's do this in case he has like a hipfire next turn. Want to make sure Ogre is alive for the Annihilation. If he has a duel, we just die, right? Jeez Louise. Can we push through 4? Yeah, we can, right? These arrows! Ah, oh, you're killing me! Oh, Jesus Christ. No. I guess we should have emissaried first. They both have Fester on the hourglasses, too. Oh my god. And they're in the 3rd lane, so we can't Annihilate and then Foresight twice to draw before they come back. This is so bad. Holy shit. I think we let him have a turn. Can we even... We can live next turn if he doesn't spawn minions mid. This is so bad. I think we just throw... Oh, you know what? Maybe we should have Annihilation last turn because the Drow Aura would help us push through this turn. Might have been a misplay. Balls. This dies either spot there. So this is kind of weird, but actually this is probably better because we're gonna like need to wait a turn to Annihilation mid, or hopefully just block more. I guess this also does push damage here, which is good. It is stunning how badly this game is going. I think the time of triumph with our second turret being less than 8 pretty much guarantees us a loss, actually. We probably should have surrendered a while ago. Yeah, I think I'm tempted to dip out. Because it's a video, we'll finish it. We'll finish it for the YouTubes. I'm extremely confident that we have lost, though. Guess we might as well, emissary. If there was just one hourglass, this game would have looked really different too. This is why, I mean, this is one of the reasons why I like this version of red-black better than the other one. Wait, you can cast your multicast things as if hourglass didn't lock them? I didn't even know that. Look at how many of our cards are locked. This is a disaster. Okay, we can keep 2 heroes for next turn if we do this. We don't die, so I guess that's good. What do we have coming up next turn? 2 Diabolic Revelations and a Selemene's Favor next turn? That's all we have? Ah! Please kill me. There's at least one, like, pretty substantial mistake we made this game. Which was not annihilating the turn earlier. If we'd seen a Vesture, we could have lived, too. There's no way we would win, right? Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, guys, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it to myself. It's literally an impossible game. Everything's locked for too long. Oh, that was frustrating. Alright. We're going to win the next one. I believe in us. Okay. Red-green is definitely a better matchup for us than red-black. Hopefully we get good spawns. Those ain't them. Gotta be honest. This is actually like worse than it looks too, because we're not getting damage on these creeps. We get a smaller prey on the week. It's obviously not a total disaster, but it's not good. I don't think there's a world where we stars align Selemene's Favor. Oh god, this is too. Well, he's had a good start, but I know we can come back. Where do we expect him to play red creeps if he has any? I'd probably play them mid, but I think we're almost certainly not deploying anything here next turn. Kana's going to pull out creeps right, so. Worst case, that was a compel cycle. Best case, Honor Secret's doing some work. I wonder if he'd save a smash. Probably not. Honor Secret is pretty good. I think this game, because we've already spent some cards and we have a lot of combo in our hand already, I might save this foresight for Ogre. Depends on what we draw here. Okay, we just need stuff. 2 annihilations doesn't do a tremendous amount for us this game, so might as well draw this turn. We'll favor from this lane probably back here. That's a little scary. Okay, so maybe a next level play would be to Selemene's Favor that lane. And that way when we deploy next turn we can Annihilation. I kind of like that. We're going to foresight this lane though. Would have preferred to have the Sanctum than one of these Annihilations. Yeah, I think we have to favor this lane and go for an annihilation. We're definitely glad that didn't curve. We can't afford to let him hit our tower twice with Time of Triumph or something. The best card he could ramp into for us is Emissary. What? He doesn't have anything? Is he just playing around this? We just got baited so hard. Are you kidding me? What the heck? That is trolly as shit, dude. God damn it. Ugh, that makes me sick. I think we're probably still annihilating it. But disgusting. This is the worst. Normally I'd want to Sanctum here, but if he has duel, it's a tough call. I think we Sanctum mid, Foresight, or Gust first and then Foresight, see what happens. Yeah, let's do it. We could Stars Align into Ignite. It might not be that bad. Ignite mid could honestly be quite good. Kills this Stone Hall Elite over 2 turns. But actually, I think we're just gonna. You know what? Let's do it. We gotta be higher speed here against this ramp deck. Like he's moving at a pretty fast clock. 28 on 2 towers. By turn 3, it's really bad for this list. I think the dream here is that we duplicate Foresight and just Foresight. Thankfully, because of Treant, he actually can't dual Ogre too. I didn't think about that. 3 Gusts and 2 Annihilations, man. He might just save duel for this lane. So I guess actually like Foresight into like Arcane Assault. It's kind of the dream. Well, I'll take it. We have Annihilation from mid lane next turn. Berserker's Call, duel. Yeah, sure. Doesn't kill us, though, which is kind of critically important. Like, had he killed the tower this turn, I feel a lot worse. Those creep spawns are probably not good for us, but if they're perfect for us, then they're good for us. Nope. Not good. Would have much rather had them in this lane. Do we want to Gust? What could he do on 6? Not much, but really what we want is initiative, but we gotta play cards because we're so behind. It's a tough game. I think we Selemene's favor here. Then play a Roseleaf Druid. Or Unearth Secrets. I mean, that might be enough of investment, actually. Like, if he plays something here, I think we might take initiative back. Or he's not going to. That's fine. We can get through this. I think. I don't think he can kill us mid next turn. God, he's just dying here makes it feel so bad. I'd rather have a card. That's interesting. Maybe we just pray on the week. Could also ignite and then TP out Ogre. I think we just pray on the week. Yeah. Nice. Wish we had the Sanctum, but this is not bad. We can possibly even upkeep kill Beastmaster next turn if he doesn't have an item. Which he probably does, but there you go.
The Legion will make use of this.
Tempted to TP out here, but I think 7 is too much. Just because Time of Triumph stacking is really scary. Is that coming through?
Trained by the best.
Interesting. Okay, he doesn't blink though. That would have been kind of crazy if he blinked. He's probably thinking about it with that time. We're kind of in the same situation we were in. Now we're not. We want to keep those guys there, but with Blink Daggers, it's awfully hard to do that. It's a good thing we have initiative this turn. That is pretty important. I think we gotta do this. In hindsight, having that TP would have been quite important. Oh well. Hopefully we draw Emissary plus Incarnation. We can absolutely combo off in the left lane. Right? I guess we don't have Sanctum. Hopefully draw stuff. Good stuff. What can we get away with here? Can't really get away with Foresight, because taking 16 just don't work. We really need to ignite mid, though. The worst.
Your world is about to end.
We're playing with some serious fire here. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Now, Time of Triumph Splash just kills us. I think we just lost. We need to, like, seriously combo off in order to not die here.
My thanks.
In my dream scenario, he, like, blinks right here. Staying where he is isn't bad, too, and not doing anything that's actually scary. Okay. think we need to be bold and hope that he blinks us left for an annihilation. Prey is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only one wider. It's pretty bad here. So I guess we like Sow Venom. Foresight first. Maybe we don't even Sow Venom. We might just Arcane Assault here. No way is he not blinking this axe away. That's so crazy. Okay. Not actually out of this game, but we're not in a good spot. Okay, Incarnation is a good draw, maybe. We need to heal for this lane. If he'd blinked that axe, like, we would have been forced to Annihilation left. But as it stands, like, maybe we can combo. It's possible if we draw a Sanctum or Stars Align. He might gust us. I think he was Thunderhide packs. I think like Incarnation feels really bad if he just has Thunderhide packs. We have to annihilate afterwards, but on the off chance that we actually get to combo here, it's pretty good. If he gusts us, that's okay, because we just heal up, don't quite die, and then Annihilation next time. If he can kill us somehow, I'm going to be really sad. Do we need to gust? Sure. Because we have another one from mid. Is Diabolic Rev bad for us? Probably not the end of the world. Let's see. So if he has Emissary here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 damage more. Plus 2. I don't think he can quite kill us, so I think we're okay. We're gonna need one of these emissaries from mid, but we can do one here. Unless maybe we're meant to kill Ancient this game. That's kind of an interesting thought, right? We might end up drawing if we do that line, but I think it might be our best line. I don't know. I'm not sure. This game is kind of crazy. We're just gonna go for it. Fuck it. Let's make sure we heal our drow before we do anything rash. Oh god. I mean, if he can't kill us, this might get us there. It is so much damage. We just need to live. Ah, shit, man. Maybe we should have played this. Did we have Ogre last turn? Maybe we should have played him right lane. If he has Berserker's Call, are we dead mid? No. So we just commit. So we get two ticks of Emissary here. And I guess we just Emissary again. Like we play our other Emissary. So we play this one first. I think we're gonna draw. If he has another Time of Triumph, we draw. But I'm okay with that compared to losing. I don't think we were ever gonna win. So a draw is as good as we're gonna get. forgot my mists. 5, 36, 10. I still think he doesn't have lethal, though.
You can't run forever.
Oh, shit. You know what? We might be able to gust in order to actually win, if he has time. Unless he blinks that axe. Oh, he's gonna blink the axe. There's no way he doesn't blink the axe, right? I'm dreaming. I don't know why I'm dreaming. Dreams are bad for your health. Okay. I think we're either gonna draw or lose. Unless he just makes such a huge misplay. There's no way he doesn't blink this axe left. There's no way he's like ballsy enough not to do that. Oh shit, he's got that too? Oh boy. Are we dead? Do we die to emissary? Did I miscount? Probably. Cock. Thunderhead doesn't do it. Plus 12. It doesn't do it. You know what's funny? We could have won this game with an Annihilation left lane, even if he blinks, if we'd saved a bunch of our overkillness for mid. As it is, we're just gonna draw. No way! What? Why didn't he We're winning so many games because of our opponent's misplays, and it makes me, like, not feel good, but we win. So let's go to the next game and try and get 5. What the fuck? Alright, last game. Win or lose. More red-green. Red-green is extremely popular right now. I gotta do some thinking about what decks actually hose red-green the most. Our spawns are about as good as they could be. We also have Ignite to open with. Ignite in the Kana lane is pretty good. I think we go for that. Hopefully we find ourselves able to prey on the weak sometime soon. Problem is Drow's actually not likely to be a very safe play middle lane next turn. This is okay. This will be a nice lane for Ogre to go in a little later. If we were to draw Sanctum plus Stars Align or something, could have a pretty good turn here. Hopefully this fades ZLC. It's definitely better than playing it here. Slightly better odds. 1 in 3. Nice. Dodging that's pretty big. There's a prey on the weak. No, I don't really want to sow Venom here. Even though it blocks 14 damage. Ooh, that's interesting. Maybe we do want to block 14 damage. $14 is a lot. This adds a lot of time to our clock. You know what? Let's do it. Getting 2 chip damage on that drow isn't terrible either. Is prey even that good here? 3. Maybe we wait one more turn. I think we wait one turn. If it curves, that doesn't do anything. Really. So we'd rather push face. I'm somewhat tempted to play this ogre mid. If we play ogre mid, and it has a chance of dying straight up, but also we might be able to duplicate prey? Nah, that's greedy. We don't need to be so greedy, I think. Annihilation would be a good draw here, just so we know we have it for next turn. So Venom isn't bad either, though. That'll go well in the right lane. We're gonna pray here for sure. Or do we Emissary? What could he do? He could duel us. Dueling here, if we Stars Align's pretty bad. I guess we get to burn a duel. Worst case scenario. I think it's worth the risk, because Emissary is just so high value. He also loses the LC if he duels first. So probably we would get to develop Emissary no matter what. I think we can get a pretty quick Ancient kill this game. Ravage could be bad, though. I'm a little scared about him getting a good Ravage off before we can race him. Yeah, now because we were able to do that, we escaped the duel, I think. No, he doesn't because he's buffed by 1 damage. So, I mean, if he wants to duel, he can trade the Drow. Or the Kana. It might be better for him to trade the Kana at this point. Ooh, interesting. That, I think, could be a mistake by him. He needs to have things that stop our pressure. I think we sow Venom, block 2 things. He Stars Aligns plus Berserker's Call. That's really bad. We're just, I mean, the name of the game at this point is just stalling, though. It's good that we got a multicast. Cheating Death here. It's annoying, but not terrible, because I think our Annihilation lane is left anyway. Drawing a card could matter. Just got to get to that Annihilation. Both of his minions going here is not as bad as it looks, because it just means with Ignite we get 2 more Prey on the Weak Wolves. And he's not adding pressure to the lanes we're losing already. So it's actually kind of good for us. This is a good spawn, at least he kills the Drow. I kind of want a Foresight. Nah. Let's try and get the Annihilation. That's not it. Oh, interesting. Gonna heal this guy? Kind of glad to see that gone. I mean, obviously it would have been great to Foresight here, but this does mean that we can... Oh, and he doesn't even have an item to heal the Drow. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Alright, well, we've slowed his damage down a decent amount. I guess we Druid then Pray. Might as well add that bit of extra damage, seeing as we're in this ancient game plan. He does have Ravage next turn. But we've got Diabolic Rev. Plus, oh, I mean, I guess Kana is the one that's blocking, huh? We just want to sow Venom here. Actually, you know what? Maybe we want to pray. I mean, we're not going to get to pray here unless he is really greedy lane 1. But if we get to pray, it's pretty huge. Let's just sow Venom. Do we want to Foresight? No. It's imperative in this lane that we don't die. We might lose this lane. He did give us initiative though, so unless he can get it back, we're gonna be able to pray on the weak before he is able to Ravage, and that could be game if our emissary doesn't get stunned. I wonder if we have lethal if we just emissary, because if we do, we should emissary first, regardless of the stun. Probably. Prey adds 3 per damage thing, so it might be more. Oh, he does have initiative. Okay, well, the choice is out of our hands. Just don't hit the emissary. That's all I ask. Ah, he hit the emissary. That sucks. I think we gust here. I want to make sure that this Tide dies next turn. Him hitting Emissary there and so many creeps, like reducing us from 60 damage to basically nothing. It's pretty brutal. Might have to pray on the weak in this lane. Just because we got to block damage. Okay. Well, let's see. We go down to like 16. So if he has Time of Triumph next turn, but we pray on the weak, we still survive. Probably we're just playing both of our guys right lane next turn. All that matters is that we survive in this lane. We're just gonna kill him mid over enough turns. Oh, we have an incarnation too. So, if possible, if he has blink, we're kind of fucked no matter what. Gust would be bad. So in a perfect world, we draw Gust, he doesn't have blink, and then we just win, I think. Because Tide's dead, all I have is green. If he misses Gust, what is he going to do? So now, that's an interesting TP. I guess he's going to try and put all 4 mid. Huh. So because of that TP, like, he now doesn't have the cheating death lane active. But at this point, we're probably committed to just putting both heroes mid. Like, we want to make sure we have blue mana, and because Kana's like deeply embedded in the line. Oh, what if he puts everything left? So if he puts both of these left and then plays Time of Triumph, that is 22 plus 29, 34 plus 12. It's not quite lethal. Emissary, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 also. So I don't think we can die left lane. So we just get mid. If he silences us, we still get to Emissary. Tide is going to die no matter what, so Time of Triumph's only on 3 in middle lane. I think we can get there. He's leaving me in suspense. One going left lane? What's the purpose of that? Oh, maybe he's gonna cheating death middle lane? How much does he spend? 7? 7 and 3? I always forget the mists, dude. That could have been the difference maker if he played everything here. Okay, so probably like Gust. Man, we need to draw an Annihilation. Even if he Gusts, though, we get to do this and we win, I think. He can't reduce 82. I think we got him. That game was more like it. When your heroes don't die early, it is pretty good. This deck can do a lot if it's left unchecked early. So if he blocks another 9, that saves him, but he gives initiative, so we can play blue left and then prey on the weak. It's only 2 creeps, but might keep us alive. Not if he has Berserker's Call. Really need to try an Annihilation if he has another blocker. That's all I want. All I want for Christmas. Can't TP out Drow. Could TP out Kana, who would still die to Berserker's Call. Venomancer wouldn't have a chance to dueling. Is that enough? I'm gonna have to think about TPs if that's enough. Oh my god. No Bronze Legionnaire. Okay, I think we could have probably lived anyway, but that was nice, finishing it up with exact lethal. This deck, it did okay, but let's break down exactly exactly how we feel like it performed. So something that definitely felt, you know, kind of rough was the Venomancer just didn't seem that good. Like, this is in one of the original versions that I saw. I'm not sure if it was in the original version, but So Venom was mostly useful for just chump blocking, and I feel like it would have been better to have like a Luna or a Zeus, so that later into the game I could actually not just have to draw Annihilation. Like, Annihilation is really the only thing in this list that has the ability to stop your opponent from just dicking on you. Skywrath Mage, maybe even could have been good if I played him last and put Ogre in the first couple of heroes. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I experimented a little bit too by going up to 3 Sanctums in addition to the 3 Favors. I was a little worried that that would be too many 4-drop improvements, but to be honest, I just kind of always wanted one in the early game. When I didn't get them, it felt worse. It felt bad when I overdrew them late game, but it was okay. I really want to fit Corrosive Mists into this deck. I'm just not sure how to do it. Like, maybe if you cut 1 Sanctum and then just put in 1 Corrosive Mist, maybe that's enough. Maybe cutting 1 Foresight. I think the original list only had 2 Foresights, and I didn't always have a chance to play those draws. So I could see reasonable cuts for this deck being -1 Sanctum, -1 Foresight, plus 2 Corrosive Mist. Because that game that we lost, we just wouldn't have lost if we had Corrosive Mist and drew them. You never know if you're going to draw them, but I feel like over the course of that game, it would have been possible, because we drew basically all of our deck. Outside of that, though, I mean, the core combo is what it is. There's so many cards that are, you know, quote-unquote core to this deck. Like, I've seen some people cut Diabolic Rev. I've experimented with cutting Stars Align in Selemene's favor and playing more of a mid-range control-y, like, inevitability version versus explosive version. It feels really great when you are able to just combo off Stars Align, though, and I kind of don't want to lose that. So I think the final lists that I'm going to play, and maybe in a couple of weeks I'll revisit this deck, is essentially just this, but -1 Sanctum, -1 Foresight, and +2 whatchamacallits, Corrosive Mists. Item deck-wise, I definitely think the Traveler's Cloak over the Phase Boots and Stonehall Cloaks that we had in the original list was way better. Blink Daggers were obviously a must. Everything else, we just didn't really get to see. Like, I bought an Hourglass. I bought an Orb. Never really got to use them. I could see maybe there's a world where, you know, some other low-cost items are better. Not sure what, though. Short swords could be okay. Maybe some more health items, like some signet rings. Because all you really need to do is keep your heroes alive. Honestly, like, this deck likes buying consumables a lot, so the item deck doesn't matter that much. Because you're constantly like, oh, my 7 health dude is on 3 health. My 12 health guy is on 5 health. And then you just want to potion them. So, you're often spending your money that way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to claim my rewards. And until next time, if you guys have a specific deck you'd like me to play through in this series, by the way, please feel free to leave a comment. I try to respond and read through every single one. So if there's something in particular that people want to see, I'll try and play it. Right now, my thinking is that I will either play one of the black-red variants or red-green ramp in the next video. I think red-green ramp is really good for beginners. It has a lot of raw power and a lot of redundancy, and even if you miss your ramp, you still get to play big things eventually, so it just is a good deck for new players. It's very punishing on deployment, so maybe I can help people out with teaching that one. Black-red, on the other hand, has so many different variants, it's kind of hard to pick one, but maybe if you guys have one in particular that you've enjoyed from, for example, the We Play tournament, you can drop that in the comments. In any case, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. I always forget to say that, and apparently YouTubers are meant to. And go ahead and follow me on Twitter and that kind of thing. I stream sometimes too. I might stream actually right after this recording because it's the weekend. Mine as well. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.